How you doing? Here with Gordon Ryan. Gordon, you just beat Bo Nickel in a hybrid wrestling grappling match for the Third Coast Grappling. What were your thoughts going into this matchup? This is a very unique rule set that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, so I was really excited to go in and to compete against them under this hybrid rule set. One of the things that I'm trying to showcase is the transition between ground grappling and standing grappling, where we don't do freestyle or collegiate wrestling per se, but we do a scrimmage wrestling where it's a mix of jiu-jitsu submissions with wrestling. And if you see, I actually hit like 3 or 4 scissor takedowns, I think. Actually put him down more than he put me down, which was exciting. The out of bounds rules were kind of ambiguous. In IBJJF, if you have a secure position and you go out of bounds, they restart you back in the center with the same position.
Right.
But when I had cross Hashigurami entrances, he would move out of bounds and they would restart us standing. And like timers running down, and I was like, oh shit, if it gets down to the last minute and he puts me down, like, it's going to be a tie score. But then, I managed to, we wrestled for about 13 minutes or so, give or take a few cross Hashi entrances. And then that was actually interesting as well, because when you're in cross Hashigurami, it was hard for me to get to top position because he was just grabbing my legs. Where normally that wouldn't be an issue because I would just heel hook him.
And just finish.
But he could just grab my legs to avoid me getting to top position. So that was kind of a little interesting thing that I kind of overlooked a little bit. With the no leg lock, no danger for attacking the legs, so I didn't have the dilemma of heel hook and then coming on top. I just had to come on top, so it was easy for him to defend. And then we were on the ground for about a minute to a minute and a half, and ended up submitting him with the triangle off of dilemma between triangle and armbar. So it was good. I'm excited to go against him in more of a wrestling styles rule set where there's no guard play, and see how it goes from there.
So you're looking forward to a rematch in a modified rule set.
Yeah, where I think the best kind of rule set would be something where there's still submissions, but there's no guard play. So if he shoots, I can guillotine him, but I can't stay on my butt and play a seated guard where he doesn't really know what to do from there.
Okay, so basically smooth the rule set to make it a little more even for
a little bit more wrestling, a little bit more towards wrestling. This is mostly a jiu-jitsu match, even though he tactically turned it into more of a wrestling match.
Right.
But the rules were still favorable towards a jiu-jitsu guy, where I want to do something that's favorable more towards a wrestler.
Right. So you talked about implementing more of your wrestling going into this matchup. How did you feel your wrestling was on display in this match? How did you feel about it?
I felt really good. I felt like I used the interplay between jiu-jitsu and wrestling really well. I actually got relatively close to a double leg. He managed to sprawl and he got out, but I actually did get to his legs on a decent shot. And then I actually put him down with 3 or 4 Kani Basami's scissor leg takedowns, and he put me down with a 1 suplex. So I actually managed to put him down more than he put me down, which is exciting for me. And that's my main thing right now, is trying to exploit the weakness of standing grappling in our sport.
Right. So moving into 2020, what are you looking at doing? What are you looking at competing in 2020?
So right now, I'm just I'm looking to set up a 3-match day with Pat Downey, where we do 3 separate matches, 3 separate rule sets on each day, consisting of 1 scrimmage wrestling match, where it's kind of a hybrid jiu-jitsu wrestling rule set, 1 no time limit match, and 1 freestyle match.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to beating the shit out of him in all of those.
Where can we find that? Where's that going to occur?
I'm not sure yet. Whoever wants to pay me, maybe I'll do my own pay-per-view. We'll see. I was talking to maybe the Flow Wrestling or Flow Grappling guys. Maybe do a pay-per-view for BJJ Fanatics. I'm not really sure yet, but I think it's gonna happen.
So that's what's on the marquee, the radar for 2020.
Yeah, so beat up Pat Downey.
Any other big goals before ADCC 2021?
I'm just trying to stay active, trying to get super fights. Trying to win, do what I do. But until then, it's just getting better, and whatever pops up, pops up.
Awesome. Hey, Gordon, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.